Hello, true duelists. My name's Craig Fee, and welcome to the New Card Report. Hey, did you hear the news about Air Neos? That's right, a big mystery was solved, and I was like, oh, I'll make a video on that. That seems topical for a vaguely news-themed YouTube channel about Yu-Gi-Oh! And then as I was looking into it, in that time, MBT made a very solid video covering it that got like 100,000 views, and Ruxin interviewed the guy who was tied up in the lawsuit itself. So I don't know what I'm gonna add, or if I'm gonna add anything, but I know about it. Whoops. Either way, now it's time to talk about the one thing that matters most to Yu-Gi-Oh! Players, legally distinct from furry women. That's right, Lunalight support is here, and we're learning all about it for the very first time from Duelists Advance, so let's take a look. Lunalight Gold Leo is just for a change of pace a level 4 Dark Beast Warrior for the deck with 600 attack and 1600 defense. On normal or special summon, it can add a Lunalight monster from your deck to your hand except a copy of itself, and will then discard a card. And if a Lunalight monster is sent to the grave while this is on the field, you can target one of those cards in your grave and add it back to your hand. It's a Stratos with extra steps. The second effect is triggered by its own first search and then discard, so at least if you don't want to get anything in your hand into the grave, you can just get back from the grave what you sent there. But this is Lunalight and half the cards you want in the graveyard, so fueling that is hardly a bad thing, because as we all know, this is actually a Link and Xyz spam deck packaged as a fusion deck for lore reasons. It also continues the Lunalight trend of girls doing weird-ass poses in front of the moon for aura farming reasons, I suppose, which is an entirely positive thing, according to fans of women everywhere. Lunalight Silverhound is my reminder that this deck does have like dog girls and other stuff in it, even though in my mind I associate it entirely with cats. Why is that, and what does that say about me? Who cares? This is a level 3 Dark Beast Warrior with 1400 attack and 400 defense. If this card is sent to the grave by a card effect, it'll let you special summon a Lunalight monster from your deck, except another copy of itself, but you'll be locked into only summoning Lunalight monsters from the extra deck while you control that monster summoned with this effect. It also has a negate, so modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Haters can bitch about it, because that's what card players do. If a spell or trap is activated on the field, you can banish this card from your grave alongside one Lunalight fusion monster from your grave to negate that activation. I like that. It's a monster you never ever want to summon. You just want to not have it on your field. It exists purely to die. And by that I mean go to the graveyard and be used as fusion material, since it wants to be sent to the graveyard by card effect, which fusion spells and fusion effects will do. Notably, it cannot trigger off Lunalight Perfume, nor a copy of Kaleido Chick, since those send to the grave as cost, but it will trigger if pitched off Gold Leo. It'll see play in fusion-focused builds, I'm sure, because free summons, but being level 3 might keep it from playing the more extra deck spam builds, until we get a Lunalight Link monster, but as is, it's still pretty good. Nice. Up next is the new Fusion Boss monster for the deck, which needs to follow up the big-ass Towers OTK button from this deck's original wave of support back in like 2016. And it does! Lunalight Liger Dancer is a new level 12 Dark Beast Warrior fusion with 3800 attack and 3500 defense that will need Leo Dancer and 3 other Lunalight monsters, and is a Towers-ass OTK button. Unaffected by card effects that aren't Lunalight ones, it's able to attack twice per battle phase and can once per turn quick effect send a Lunalight monster from your extra deck to the graveyard to destroy all of the opponent's special summoned monsters. It's strictly an upgrade to Leo Dancer, having a board wipe that can help you to get damage as opposed to the original's board wipe after you've attacked twice and have missed out on free damage. That's pretty good for Lunalight players, I guess. It also requires Leo Dancer, which is kinda yucky, but hey, c'est la vie. It's also more of a Towers, for how much that matters, avoiding clever removal like, say, a Trishula-like effect, and based on public reaction, it's been designed with horny first in mind, which some people are way too comfortable putting out into the world for everyone else to deal with. Needing 4 materials, and one of them being Leo Dancer, is a lot, but with the ease of spam this deck can get access to, and Kaleido Chick sending Panther Dancer, or even Leo Dancer itself to skip the summoning phases, it's not too much to ask for a Lunalight deck, I don't think. And it's even reasonable going first, since you can at least cope on that board wipe effect. Good job, Konami. A solid fusion for the Xyz spam deck. I didn't see that coming. Lunalight Perfume Dancer is up next, a little fusion that doesn't look furry at all and further confuses me about what it is this archetype's designs are meant to be. A level 6 Dark Beast Warrior fusion with 2000 attack and 1500 defense. It'll need any 2 Lunalight monsters as fusion material and has 3 effects. On fusion summon, it can add a copy of Lunalight Perfume from the deck to the hand. Finally, something can do that. And you can target one other Lunalight card you control, bounce it to the hand, and then special summon a Lunalight from your hand. And if it's in the grave, you can banish it to make all your opponent's monsters lose attack equal to their defense to help you get that OTK. This fixes the Lunalight problem of not being able to search Lunalight Perfume, since I'm kind of putting the pause there since it's not a Lunalight card, it's a Lunalight Perfume. God, aren't the semantics of this game just the worst? It's always been very funny that this tech can't search its best spell card, but I guess now it can. It'll also let you bounce Tiger from the scale to the hand to summon something else from your hand, which then means you can place Tiger again and get 2 effects off this one fusion summon of the Revive from Tiger, which is pretty bueno, seeing as how that's all this deck does, I swear to God, is just loop Tiger until Nibiru kills us all. The Grave effect is cute and will help for the icing on the cake, but it's really just an easy to summon Lunalight fusion that gets you a very playable card and lets you loop all the things, because that's just what Lunalight decks are these days. C'est la vie. And last up for this new wave of support is a new continuous spell, Lunalight Masquerade. Once per turn during your main phase, while this is on your field, you can send one Lunalight monster from your deck to the grave, and if you fusion summon a Lunalight monster, you can add a polymerization from your grave or banishment to your hand. Then you can discard 1 card, and if you do once for the rest of this turn, if you fusion summon a Lunalight monster, you can banish the materials from your grave as part of your summon. Sometimes I forget that Black Sheep can search polymerization or fusion substitute directly in this deck, and then I'm reminded that fusion substitute did play that for searching that card or one of those cards exactly, which is, you know, good. It was good at its time. This can still be good. I mean, it can still use Fusion Substitute to recycle fusion monsters and get you a free draw, and if you banish it, you can get it back with this thing. That's pretty decent. Not to mention, it's another Foolish Burial effect for the deck with 98 graveyard effects going on to make plays, and it means you don't have to play that Wolf Pendulum one, which is probably for the best overall for the deck's quality, much to the dismay of furries everywhere. It'll make summoning your big new towers terrifically better or something like that. I don't know. I think I was trying to go for an alliteration there and I completely botched it. It's good though, and it follows the trend of woman in front of moon for aura farming to a whole other level, because there's like 5 of them on this one. Whoa, talk about power creeping card art, am I right, gamers? All in all, it's looking like a very solid wave of support for the deck. You're still abusing Kaleido Chick to high heavens regardless of how you play this, and I cannot stress enough how great it is for the deck to be able to search Perfume with consistency. The fact that getting Perfume is on the same monster that can further abuse Tiger is just icing on the cake, and really makes you just main deck outs to Nibiru now, I guess, I don't know. Gold Leo being a Stratos is surely solid for the deck as well. There is that little non-synergy to worry about, things like Gold Leo not triggering off of the send for Kaleido Chick, because again, Kaleido sends for cost, which is to the deck's benefit, but it doesn't exactly work out in every situation in this case. It's still not bad, I'm just saying there are little things to be wary of. Regardless, there is a lot of gas in this support, and there's a lot of ass. Get it? Gamers, go outside. The rank 4 build is still looking solid and has a new card with Leo if nothing else, and Fusion fans are eating pretty good since they get access to the Perfume Searcher, good lord, without interruption to their core strategy. Also, Hound is a really solid card, I think, for the deck, so wow, they just really are going to give us everything except the Link 1, because if they give us that, then this deck becomes really absurd again, because this is kind of just an insane stop playing the game turbo kind of deck at its worst, seeing as how back when it was last relevant, it literally turboed out Azathoth and Kali Yuga. So congrats to the furries and non-furries alike. This is some good ass support for Lunalights. So that'll wrap it up for this new card report, just covering these new cards in this one, the update out on Friday as always. Until then, I've been your host, Big Bag B. That's me. What do you see? Hee hee hee. Another rhyming, I don't know. Hit like, hit subscribe, drop a comment if you don't mind, because it helps the algorithm or something. And as always, you'll become a true duelist, and you'll impress your smoking Italian wife. What more need be said? Nothing at all. See you next time.